average person does not know who their elected officials are. In order for a democracy to really work, there has to be dialogue between elected officials and their constituents. The Dolores Huerta Foundation is a grassroots community organization. We train everyday people how to identify community problems and the solutions, and then to engage their electeds to hold them accountable.
The state of California utilizes and trains incarcerated people in their fire camp program. The Forestry and Fire Recruitment Program, also known as FFRP, is here to help the people who are currently and formerly incarcerated in California's fire camps transition into gainful employment once they come home. Formerly incarcerated people deserve an opportunity for gainful employment that can not only transform their own lives, but the lives of their families and the communities that they live in.
Foster youth are the most vulnerable young people in this country, period. One of the biggest issues in foster care is the fact that it is so fragmented. So the notion of iFoster is to bring together a virtual community, which you can do online. When they need a laptop for school, we provide it. When they need a phone that actually works, we get it for them. When they need a job, we get them the job skills training they need, so youth and their caregivers can access those resources through an online portal. Because we partner with so many agencies, we're able to reach 125,000 children and young people every single year.
Advanced Peace identifies and enrolls active firearm offenders who have avoided law enforcement's reach. The folks that we enroll don't come to this program thinking that they want to change their lives. No, they are committed to blowing your head off with a firearm. The process of this 18-month program changes that perspective about how to handle conflict. Within 24 months of Advanced Peace's launch, we're seeing 20 to 40% reductions in firearm activity. That's a clear demonstration of our success.
It takes a lot more than a doctor and an exam room to bring health to our community. Roots was founded in East Oakland, and our population that we serve is almost 90% of African descent, primarily low income. When someone comes to Roots, they are welcomed by people who live in their community, who are going to find the resources that they need. When we've achieved success, it means that people and community has moved from crisis mode into a mode of asking themselves, what do I want to see for my community?
When I was growing up, there really was no political voice for the Punjabi Sikh community. The Jakarta movement was meant to be the central place where the community can always turn and make sure that we no longer had to be silent. We focus specifically on education, political power, and community health. None of our work is really just only aimed at the Sikh community. We're really trying to build a more inclusive California for all of us together.